Meteorologist Josh Cozart, of course, tracking this, and you have a closer look there at the radar.
Yeah, really kind of honing in on the Houston, Texas area. That's where the hurricane, now tropical storm, continues to track its way further off to the north. So we're still seeing some rain impacts as far north and west as Dallas, Oklahoma City, starting to see some of the clouds increase, but really impacting the Ark-La-Tex area. So that's far eastern sections of Texas, parts of Louisiana, and now moving its way into Arkansas as tornado warnings continue to spin up within the outer bands of the center of the eye wall right there of the tropical storm, so producing a lot of rain. A much different picture for us here, though, across the Pacific Northwest, as Portland and much of the western and southwestern sections of Oregon and Washington are currently under a KOIN 6 weather alert. No surprise as the excessive heat continues to keep a tight grip on our area. 88 degrees is where we currently sit. Not a cloud to be seen in the skies. Our temperatures quickly climb back up into the triple-digit zone as early as about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That's going to take us through about the sunset hour with those scorching temperatures. The heat-related illness potential is still there as a heat risk is still at the major category for much of the I-5 corridor. You'll notice those purple shaded areas. That's where extreme potential for heat risk is still around, as our temperatures are expected to climb well above the century mark. We're talking about 103 in Eugene, Salem 102, Portland just the same at 102, and even out towards the east, the Dalles 108 approaching 110. So these are just oppressive temperatures that continue to find their way back into western Oregon and Washington. Here's how it compares with the potential record-breaking conditions likely to smash the old record of 98 degrees today. Last set back in 1952. Tomorrow, 1985 is when we managed to break a record of 96. Likely to see that one come to an end as well with an expected high of 104. But you'll notice we start to see those records take back over with the compared forecast temperatures as we slowly start to cool things off. But before we get there, we need to stay hydrated. We need to find those cooling centers. If you do have to be out and about, wear the light colored loose fitting clothing, take frequent breaks indoors, and maybe one of those neck wraps is also a good way to cool off. Know the difference between heat exhaustion, heat stroke. If you're feeling any of these symptoms, such as dizziness or the lack of sweat or a migraine, that's where you need to take extreme precautions as the heat dome continues to sit over the western half of the country. But you'll notice that we really start to see the jet stream level out as we work our way into Wednesday, Thursday, still keeping summer-like temperatures with highs into the 90s, but eventually starting to cool things back as our fire potential starts to ramp up once again as we push our way into tomorrow afternoon. Our 7-day forecast keeping that KOIN 6 weather alert in place for Monday, Tuesday. Tuesday will be the hottest day of our latest round of heat, peaking just close to 105 degrees. Oh. And the sunshine takes us into the weekend with temperatures cooler, but still in the low 90s. That's well above the average of about 80 degrees this time of year.
I mean, 90s are, it's hot.
Are impactful.
So not much of a cool off.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be right back. Stick around.